G'day everyone, it's Sailor MB here. Today I'm playing Rising Storm 2, an FPS that sits in that area between hyper-realistic and your more fantastical first-person shooters like Battlefield or Call of Duty. I really like the balance that this game has struck between realism without completely getting rid of all the UI elements that make the game more easy and relaxing to play. The game also has a ton of cool features that I really enjoy. One of the ones that probably affects me the most, and not always positively, is that the number of classes and weapon types that you can have on a map is specifically balanced for that map. So you can only have so many snipers, so many machine gunners, so many grenadiers, and so that allows for every game to be balanced individually to the specific map design. And that is a really cool feature. How that impacts me negatively is I have a really old computer and really slow internet. So most of the time, by the time I load into a game, it's just the grunt or the rifleman left, and I don't get to pick up unique weapons. Fortunately, on these compilation of clips you'll see here today, I'm playing on an Australian server, so I do tend to get into the game a lot quicker and I get my choice of class. And what I have been testing out recently is the machine gunner class, which is obviously what this whole video is going to be on. So as it goes, I'm going to be offering some tips and tricks that I've picked up in my time playing machine gunner. And I'll be jumping in at the start of every different map as well to give any unique rundowns for that specific situation. So this map here, I actually usually do pretty poorly on. Usually I just run around in the bushes and try and ambush people before they can even see me. But because I selected machine gunner, it now completely changes your playstyle. So at the very start of this clip, you saw I was trying to push up and get into a really nice forward flanking position, but unfortunately, my squad mate had other ideas and team killed me. And that is unfortunately something you have to get used to. If you play this game, if you push too far forward, your teammates will kill you. But I respawn and I get to this position, you can see me in here, and it has a nice little cone of control that I have. I am a bit vulnerable on that left flank there, which you saw earlier. I had to go over and defend it slightly. But generally I can cover everything in front of me pretty good and have it on lockdown. My field of view covers almost all of the angles that I can get attacked from. And I'm on a little bit of a rise as well, so it gives me a good angle over anyone else trying to get into cover and shoot me that way. This is probably the most exposed position you're going to see in this entire compilation of clips, and as you can see, I eventually do get RPG'd there by someone I killed previously, and they probably saw where I was hiding out. So we got to change a map now that that one is over. And this one here, I'm trying to set up on the rock here, but it's really not working. And the voiceover tells me that the point I'm right next to is getting attacked. So I do something that's unusual for a machine gunner, and I charge up. I use my machine gun as a mobile weapon and see what I can do with it. So I'm a squad leader on this one, so I do have my squad mates spawning on me as well, which helps. But I run up to try and shoot that guy and never hip fire. I missed every single hip fire from that shot there, even from machine gunner, so always aim down the sights. This guy here tries to go prone behind the guard tower, which doesn't work because I get angle over the top of him. Another person in the bushes there that I can take out. And this is the edge of the map that you can see on the horizon here, so I'm guessing their squad tunnel is somewhere over there, which is where all they're coming from. And they're probably about to be back from that direction again. So, as I thought, we've got some guys running in trying to flank the point, so I'm just keeping them locked down. And that there, what you see on the right hand side, the plus 10 squad assist, you get more points in this game for a squad assist than you do for a kill. And that's one of the other really cool features I like about it. It is so heavily squad based and encourages squad play. So that was our heli coming in, and they would have just blown up their tunnel there, so we don't get any more action from that spot on that map. Speaking of helis, this is the resort map, which is definitely a notorious map. 50% of the player base absolutely hates it. The other 50% think it's the best map in the world. Basically how it's set up is the attacking team can only access the first point via helicopters, which if you have a good defending team, it means the helicopters all get destroyed before they get anywhere near the beach. So after that happened to us for the first 5 minutes of the game, the helicopter pilot started dropping us off way off to the side of the points on a flanking position, hopefully we can do something with that. And again this round I was fortunate enough to get machine gunner, so I find myself a good little flanking position here, and it is so far away from where the enemies are. But when you've got the machine gunner on the A-frame, it is incredibly accurate. You still see I'm dealing with a little recoil there, but I'm getting kills from over 160 meters away. That one was 211 meters. Even snipers struggle to get kills at that distance. So I'm really loving this spot here. They probably have no idea where I'm shooting from as well. So I'm just trying to suppress the enemy team and get kills where I can, and just keep them locked down on that peninsula to allow for our team to hopefully push all the way around the beach, circle back around to the right hand side of my screen and take the point there. Despite what happened in the last clip, the machine gunner is not best to be pushing the front lines. They can't hip fire with any sort of accuracy, and their gun, moving it to iron sights, is really slow. So the best way I can help my team here is sit at this awesome flanking position and just keep peppering down any of the enemy teams trying to hold this peninsula. Because the point we're trying to take is on the other side of the peninsula again, and slightly to the right hand side. So the enemy team is going to be positioning themselves so they're covered from the right, not from the side that I'm shooting them from, so I can get some really good shots on them. So I'm just checking the map there. A lot of my team are dying as they're trying to push around onto the point. And the red markers, that's the enemy team, we can only see that when our commander has a recon up. It's not like your some of your other FPSs where you can always see where the enemy team is, or you have a mini-map or anything like that. You can only see where the enemy is, specifically when there's a recon plane flying over the head. And the opposite team can shoot down your recon plane as well, and you won't even know where the enemies are, and then the commander has a 2-minute or so cooldown on that one. So that again feeds into the more realistic elements that I find are missing from Call of Duty and Battleground. You can get these, if you have a good commander, it is so powerful, and if the enemy commander is good and constantly countering your commander's abilities, it can be a really tough game where you've got no extra support, and it's just infantry versus infantry. You'll see on some of these ones, even though in post I've zoomed in for you guys most of the times I go in for a shot, and this gun does have some zoom on it when you've got the A-frame up, I still think a lot of these times I'm actually shooting at rocks. I don't know how good the quality is going to be when it's uploaded to YouTube, and I'm watching this in my video editing program as I'm commentating on it, so I'm watching it when it's pixelated as well and not fully rendered either, and I'm not even sure if some of the things I'm shooting at are actually people. So coming up on a minute here, see I checked my map there because I heard someone walking, and I checked my map and I saw there was no one around me, so I freak out a little bit. I move from my position, and fair enough, there is at least one enemy there. So all the people that were, all the teammates that were over here a few minutes ago are now all dead, and we have recon up, so it's starting to put some of the red dots on the map for me, and I can see there's more people pushing into my position. So I'm really nervous being over here by myself with no backup. The machine gun is a really powerful weapon. It can outshoot anything apart from a shotgun, and you don't have to reload either, so you can just run into a group of people and spray. But it's a really awkward weapon to use quickly. So I'm just taking my time here, sneaking around the bushes, constantly going into iron sights so I can just shoot straight away, and there I see someone skulking around the bushes up top there, so I take them down. I do spend a little bit of time scouting around the bushes still, making sure that there's no one, but I'm pretty confident that we're good. Nothing else is showing up on recon. I'm checking the scoreboard. My team is getting absolutely smashed. I choose this position here because it's got some greenery cover behind me, so if enemies do decide to wander over again, I'll be a little less obvious than I was in my spot before. But it has put me lower down compared to the places I'm shooting, and it has made me exposed further to the left hand side, so I don't really like it. So after a bit more running around in the bushes, I come back to my original spot. I make sure the sight lines on the left hand side there have me a bit more covered. So again, it's about that cone that you can see and that you can effectively cover with your machine gun. I'm getting shot at here, and there's a lot of guys on my screen in front of me, and eventually they do get a shot off to take me down, but I did some serious damage there, and I was really happy with that performance. We're back on the purple map, which it's colloquially known as in my group of friends that play this game. It's just called the purple map. I have no idea what its actual name is. This game here, I'm not a machine gunner, but my buddy died next to this rock for me, and he happened to have a machine gun. So I pick up this crazy looking thing. I've never used this machine gun before. It's got this silly little like UFO clip on it, and like I still remember how I thought when I first picked it up. I was like, what the hell is this thing? It looks absolutely ridiculous. But regardless, it's a machine gun, and it serves me well in this spot here. So I've just got this tiny little rock on my left hand side covering me from where the enemy team is coming from, but it's angled as such and it's positioned as such so that they have no reason to check this position here. If they run past the back of me, the only reason they'd turn around to look this direction is if they wanted my teammates to shoot them in the back. So I feel like I'm pretty safe here from behind. So if I just cover this area in front of me and stop people running up this hill, this is a really good spot. So I've managed to get some kills as people have been running across the road and such and in the grass, but then stuff does start happening behind me that makes me a bit nervous. So that guy managed to sneak around the rock before I could do anything. But then his teammate comes up. There's a bit of lag there. Probably on my end. Like I said, I have terrible internet, and that guy's just face planting into a rock. But I clear out the threat behind me, and I come back to focus on my little hill here again. And it's all about controlling this zone, make sure no one gets up this hill and kills me. So I take some long shots across the road, and 124 meters. A machine gun on an A-frame can almost outshoot a sniper rifle. It's such a powerful weapon. Maybe a little overpowered, but at this stage I'm not complaining. So I'm defending again on this map, so it's important not to get too caught up on what's happening behind or around you, because I run out of ammo there, and I try to switch to my pistol, which machine gunners usually get, but because I just looted this machine gun, I don't get a pistol, so I have to reload, and someone else got that kill. But it's very important to stay focused on your zone of control, because if you start poking your head up and looking around and try and get other kills, then you are gonna get flanked. And this is kind of what happens here. There's a lot of guys crossing the road to the left, but I was concerned about killing the person on the balcony, which I do, but it allowed 3 people to cross the road and catch up on me. This is the final map. I'm going to shut up and not commentate on this one because I'm playing with my buddy Jamesus, and he's streaming, and one of his friends who's watching his stream is in our Discord call. So I'm just going to let our live voice chat play over this clip and enjoy. Thanks for watching the video, and see you guys next time. Ooh, that's a machine gun. I want to pick that up.
Oh, shit! Big hits, bro. Banana my ammo.
You're fucking cleaning up.
There's Tay-Tay, apparently.
I stole a machine gun and I'm doing better with it than the original user.
Are you kidding me? It really wasn't a one-shot.
You using a shotgun or something?
No, I'm using the Mosin.
You know it's not a one-shot, I've complained about it enough.
Yeah, but it normally is for me.
Dude, don't run in front of me, oh my god.
Oh, I can think squad. I'm helping. Watch me die. I got 9 kills already.
How many do
Number
I
one squad,
have?
bro. Big poggers.
Big Poggers, #1 squad, 2 people.
Oh my god, this guy is literally... Get out of... This is literally just crouched in front of me and I'm on a machine gun. Not the smartest fella.
Where's that sniper at?
Dude, I don't know. Oh, okay, I'm taking damage here.
Can you request ammo from the scout or something?
I think only the machine gunner can request ammo.
I can
No.
request ammo, but I don't know if
Ignore
I'm doing anything.
Yeah, ignore me.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna live forever. Commander's dead. Totally good. Oh no.
No, Taser's doing work.
That person is apparently invulnerable to machine gun fire. Oh, gotta reload.
Oh. Got him.
Bro, we are hacking for sure.
I wish there was an ammo dump somewhere.
Oh no, my first death.
I didn't see the ammo.
And that was just a looted machine gun as well, so I'm just going back to my old boring rifle now.